Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review. So I was away taking care of familial things. There were a lot of figures that came and went, and I was kind of disappointed that I wasn't able to get my reviews out in the thick of them, just to get my opinions and share my thoughts and ideas. This figure is not one of them. This is Power of the Primes Deluxe Class Blackwing. Blackwing is a retool, some would say a heavy retool, of the pre-existing aerial bot mold. I think it was Air Raid. And is meant to go with Dreadwing to form Dreadwing. He does not do that well. This figure sucks. I at this point am tired of the aerial bot mold. I never want to see the leg transformation again. I never want to see the jet transformation again. I like flying vehicles, and the reuse of these molds have killed me. And on top of all that, they screwed up the combination into Dreadwing. Let me just tell you now, I'm not going to show it. You're just going to have to go watch another video. I mean, when I first saw photos, I thought, oh, it's just, the people who are working these conventions, they don't know how to transform the figures. They're doing something wrong. No, they were doing something right. Oh, and let's not even look at the fact that the wings came warped in package. I'm going to have to stand there with a hairdryer to straighten that out because I can't even get the packaging right. The Prime Master Papoose looks very nice, like the old Power Master that the figure had. The colors are nice. They do match the original Darkwing quite nicely. If you remember, I think this was Hydra in Japan, a different color scheme entirely. And unlike Dreadwing, they actually give you two guns. The wings can move, but realistically, moving them past this point, they look silly and out of place, and I'm not even sure they're meant to sweep forward like this for any type of maneuver, and then the stickers get out of, or the tampos get out of place, but all right, it doesn't look that bad, but yeah. So, like I said, this is a aerial bot retool, and even if you've just watched my videos, you've seen the aerial bot transformation a half a dozen times, if not more. So I'm just going to pause, transform it, and get into the robot mode. Okay, here's Blackwing in robot mode. And one thing I do like is you can leave the guns attached to its forearms to transform it. They can also be held in its hand like the original toy. The wings, you do have a lot of options with. This is how they look on the packaging. So this is what I kind of figured they were meant to do. To move them around, you do actually, there's a whole hinge system here that we can open up the backpack and move things around. And a lot of this also has to do with getting the little combiner peg out for Dreadwing, which, I'm sure if you've seen all the other video reviews by now, that kind of sucks. Kind of interesting how the artwork on the packaging shows a little bit of a different backpack here where there are supposed to be thrusters. I mean, I guess you can say those are thrusters right there, molded in, but like Dreadwing, it does have this little flap here where you can attach the Prime Master Papoose and, do with it as you will, but I really don't see a point to it. It is a combiner. I am not going into the combiner transformations because, again, it's an aerial bot. We've seen it a dozen times before. And like the aerial bots, the hip joints here, which would be one of two elbow joints for the robot, the giant robot arm, stink. They can support the torso here of the robot, but they can't support pretty much anything else. And clearly, a universal joint should have been used or something with a ratchet. But yeah, I'm really not thrilled with this figure. It just, I mean, it's not even that it just bores me. It's just that they had the opportunity to do something interesting with, Dreadwing, and they screwed it up. And chances are we'll never see Dreadwind, or whatever the heck they're going to call Darkwing, Blackwing, whatever, again for some time, if at all. Takara isn't even doing these figures in the Buster and Hydra colors. So we're missing out on that just to get like a completely different color scheme. Yeah. You know what? Let's stop and let me get to my final thoughts. I'm sure you can tell by the rest of this review that I'm just not happy with this figure. Every line has to have a dud, and I think it's Blackwing. And it's not that I'm angry, I'm disappointed because Hasbro had the potential to do something really cool with Dreadwing, and they didn't. I'm sorry if you paid retail for this or full price. I got it with gift cards, so it was like no money out of my pocket. If you want a decent Dreadwing, try to find the Kabaya, Buster, and Hydra candy toy figures. Yes, you have to build them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they parts form a little. But the combination isn't going to be that bad. And I'm sure you'll get a lot more out of it than this. I really can't recommend the G1 toys because, for the two of them, it's close to $1,000 now. And even if it's mint and sealed box, there's a good chance the springs for the Power Master gimmick have worn down and are completely unusable now. So you'll be even missing out on that. So your best bet is to go with the candy toys. Amazon has this figure in stock. It has it in stock quite regularly. I think it goes for about $12 now. So, who knows? You might even get lucky and be able to wait for the holidays when they might be trying to blow this figure out for less than $10. Less than $10, hey, go to town. It's your money. But I wouldn't pay for it. This is your old pal Chuck for Blackwing. We will see you next time.